Migrant integration policies do not just affect immigrants' well-being in destination countries, but also help shape public attitudes towards migration. In this next integration series episode, we'll look at an example of a country that does not actively promote immigrant integration, Saudi Arabia. This series uses data from the Migrant Integration Policy Index, or MIPEX for short. As explained in the separate explainer video on MIPEX on this channel, the project ranks countries on a scale of 1 to 100 based on the favorability of their migrant integration policies. Here, having a favorable score means having policies that promote migrant integration by facilitating opportunities for participation in the host society, as well as having policies that champion equal treatment of migrants and the local population. Saudi Arabia's approach to integration is classified as immigration without integration or integration denied. Essentially, this means that while immigration to the country is possible, there are little to no pathways to favorable integration for migrants. As we'll see, the country's MIPEX score of 10 out of 100 reflects a refusal from a policy perspective to promote equal opportunities for migrants and the domestic population. In fact, Saudi Arabia is the lowest scoring country out of 56 MIPEX countries. MIPEX measures 8 policy dimensions or areas related to integration. In this video, we will just look at the 2 highest and the 2 lowest scored areas for simplicity. For a full breakdown of Saudi Arabia's scores in all dimensions, please be sure to check out the website, which will also be linked in the description below. Family reunification is the highest scoring policy dimension with a score of 43. This avenue is only open to skilled and highly skilled immigrants, although there is a pretty narrow definition of who counts as a family dependent, so not all family members may be eligible for this. Additionally, reunited family members do not enjoy the same rights as their counterparts who arrived first. For example, they do not get their own personal residence permit. Next, health scores the second highest at 21. While immigrant workers and their families do have access to the healthcare system and take out compulsory insurance, this is not as straightforward for asylum seekers since they face additional barriers. This is because Saudi Arabia is not part of the 1951 UN Refugee Convention and thus can make its own rules regarding refugees. Overall, immigrants are underinformed about the healthcare system and do not receive targeted support for their specific healthcare needs. There are currently 4 policy dimensions in Saudi Arabia with a score of 0, which is the lowest score possible. In this video, let's first look at access to permanent residence since the country has the lowest score here of any MIPEX country. This is because there just isn't an option for permanent residency in most cases. Only Muslim immigrants can get permanent residency under very strict conditions. While a document called the Premium Residency Card was introduced in 2019, it is closer to a residence by investment program than a permanent residency permit. Let's also highlight the score of 0 in labor market mobility, since this has actually decreased in favorability since 2014. Besides the general private sector labor market being highly restricted and some professions being reserved for Saudi nationals, the government banned all foreign employment in the public sector as of 2018. While some restrictions were loosened in 2020, the ability for immigrants to change jobs or develop their skills is extremely limited. The MIPEX researchers have thus concluded that long-term settlement is generally possible for investors, although this does not guarantee any forms of integration assistance. There is only one policy area geared towards long-term integration: family reunification, and this is mainly offered to highly skilled immigrants. This is important because the policy approach towards migrants influences how well the domestic and immigrant populations interact and view each other. Policies, like we've seen in the case of Saudi Arabia, may encourage the public to think of immigrants as subordinates and strangers. I hope this quick glance at favorability of Saudi integration policies has helped you understand the country's current situation. If you found this video useful, please feel free to take a look at the 56 countries with MIPEX scores and leave us a comment with which ones you'd like to hear more about. I hope you'll also give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss new videos that we upload every week. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.